Hi everybody, it's Sam Durant here. I'm the rector of St Lawrence's Skellingthorpe and St Peter's Doddington, and this is the page where you can keep up to date with the life of the church as things have to change, things have to slow down, shut down and adapt based on the coronavirus and the government's briefing about it. Let me just get my Boris Johnson impression out of the way. We've got to wash our hands. That was rubbish, I know, but I'm really grateful for our government, and I think they've got such a difficult job in this time, and I want to keep praying for them, pray for wisdom for them, and let's support them and submit properly to the authorities. This is also just a little short video to make some, can you see that? Essential contact with the living God. It's the day 17th of March 2020 when we're going to look back and think, wow, things really changed. Life's going to be very different for a while at least, and the ramifications of, what's happening now will affect people adversely for a long time to come, I know. It's times like these when we can flail around, just waiting for the new normal or looking for the thing to hang our hat on. What's the steadying influence? What's the thing that will bring me peace and calm, and that my guiding light that I can live by? Well, there's two passages I just want to share with you today on the 17th of March. And the first is from Haggai chapter 2. God's people had recently come back from exile, and everything was in ruins, and they were striving to rebuild their houses and to rebuild their lives, and they were putting so much effort into all the sorts of things you might expect, their crops and produce and everything, but each one was looking to their own individual homes and livelihoods and so on, and God had just put a block on that working. He didn't want everyone to be just chasing after their own things, and he said, look what's happening. You're each just striving after your own things, and to look after, number one, yourself, and it's not working, is it? And he said, now is the time to come and build my temple. And it was when they decided to do that, and they placed the first foundation stone, that God said, this is now a day when everything's going to change. And they began to see great blessing as they put the living God first. Well, we fast forward to the next passage, which is in Matthew chapter 6, and Jesus speaking, the Sermon on the Mount, and it's very much the same point. And Jesus says, look, don't go chasing after things. Don't worry about what you'll eat or drink or what you'll wear. Your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Jesus is saying that if we put him, his building project, joining with his plans to grow his people and extend his kingdom as we look forward to the great day when he returns, then actually having that Jesus, God himself, at the centre of our lives, the centre of the universe, at the centre of our lives, Jesus Christ, then things will start to fall into place. He's not saying that suddenly things will be amazingly easier and we'll be able to sail through this troubling time unscathed, and we won't have to deal with the ramifications of the coronavirus. But he is saying that if you put him first, then you begin to know peace with God, what it is to walk in step with the living God, the Creator who loves you. And you begin to see over time that outworking are the blessings that come from putting him first and obeying him, and that order and peace pervading your life. So let me encourage you today. Find that new anchor point. It's Jesus Christ. He is the same yesterday and today and forever. He's the one who will return and usher in God's wonderful kingdom. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness.